This one is going to be about custom color mapping of the Launchpad within Track to Scratch Pro. And with this tutorial I will teach you how to do the custom color mapping, sort of visual feedback of your Launchpad, and how to kind of use it effectively in your set. Well, to begin with, I will tell you a little bit about my setup. So I'm using Novation Launchpad as my sort of launch surface, and as a mixer I use Korg Nano Control with like volume, different effects, 3-band equalizer, dry wet of the effects, and the master volume. Then in my Launchpad I have different sections of it, so things don't get messy, and I actually create a different TSI file for each particular section. So the first one is the browser. It allows me to browse through the tracks, load them up onto the decks, and as you can see I'm using 2 decks, actually 3 decks, but sometimes I change this one into remix deck as well, and a remix deck to sort of launch different samples, and then I can control the length of loops on my decks and engage the loops, control the tempo faders. Then here I have the beat repeat sort of effect. Then I can chain it with 2 others, so I can have 3 effects in a chain on one deck and on another deck as well. 8 cue points per deck, usual play and cue and freeze delay. So let's see how I can do that. Before I start to tell you, you gotta make sure that before you do anything, you gotta make sure you know what you're doing and what kind of a set you want to be playing, what you want to achieve. The goal is gotta be there. So first, design your system, because I've spent many hours on just trying to get the right setup, and the final one, this particular one, I actually draw it on paper and then I labeled everything. So I had a grid of 8/8 plus these buttons, and then I assigned each command to each one. So first thing you gotta do is to create a new MIDI device, generic MIDI over here from the control manager device setup, and then import Launchpad is something what the program is going to be listening to, the commands you're sending from the Launchpad in output. The Launchpad is the stuff the program is sending into the Launchpad with different velocity, and the velocity is defining the color. A little bit more about that in a minute. So then you kind of pick a command, let's say play pause, deck C, we're going to be controlling this one, let's say, because I've got mine mapped. Then you kind of learn it as a toggle, let's say, and you memorize E2, so the play button is going to be E2, note, channel 1. So now it's just going to be playing, stopping, playing, stopping. No visual feedback. But for the visual feedback, you got to go to add out, deck common, play pause, find channel 1, note E2. You can actually learn it, I think. Yep. Then control range. 0 is showing what color is going to be when it's off and when it's engaged. No blend, no invert. And media range 0 and 127. So I made this table. Just give me a minute. Made this table with different colors, and you're gonna see. Oh, come on, slow computer. The hard drive is really full of stuff. So these particular values are showing what color it corresponds to. I found this just through trying, but you can use it. So let's say I want this play button to be amber when it's off and to be bright green when it's on. So 120, oh wait, 127 is for amber and 120 is for green. So now, oh wait, what is happening? Device C, forgot this one. So green. And then you pretty much, that's the trick. You just do that, and in any color that will work for you. But again, try to make sure you know what you're doing first, so you don't waste your time on just, you know, trying different things. So design your system first, and then use it. Right, and as you notice that when I play a track, my metronome is kind of blinking. So this beat phase effect is easy to achieve as well. So you just pick the same sort of thing. So you create a button with like colors. I'll do it again. Toggle here, deck C. Again. Play, learn, deck C, 127, 120, and then add out deck common beat phase, then learn it as well, and then your range is going to be from 0 to 0.1, and the colors, I don't know, 120, 127, 127, 120. And now it should be blinking. See that? Very simple. And that's, you can do even on blank buttons you're not using, like these three sort of dead mouse looking things, they're not really doing anything.
It's in the air for you and me.
Right, so I'm gonna delete this, and you gotta try it for yourself. Try to memorize this table. I'm gonna attach this file to the video, and I hope you found this useful. And now I'll just show you a little demonstration with my particular setup, and then you can also download my mapping and install it on your system. So thank you very much, enjoy the demonstration, goodbye.
It's in the air for you and me. It's in the air for you and me.